The unimplemented last boss is my friend. Chapter 1. A boy was trying to finish his character creation. A slightly shorter, lively-looking boy is displayed on the setting screen. Now, the only thing left for him to do was to acquire random skills. That sounds fun. The skill displayed was dungeon creation. The boy pressed the button without hesitation. He did not know if the dungeon creation skill was a good skill or not. There are many skills that are still not listed even on in-game wiki pages, and he was convinced that this would be one of them. And there is a reason why there is so little information. This game is Eternity. It has been in operation for about a month, after passing its beta test consisting of 100 beta players, and the skill produced by the mother AI that controls all aspects of the system is said to be almost infinite. The sky was transitioning from dark to light. Sudaro then lands in a city made of stone. What spreads out before his eyes is a medieval European townscape, which is often chosen as a stage for fantasy games, and an overflowing crowd of many people. First, let's do some battle. After that, I'll look for friends. Under the blue sky, Sudaro starts running towards his first step into this eternity. It's still fresh in everyone's mind. This Eternity is a new VR MMO released by a famous game developer priced at 200,000 yen. Even though it boasted cutting-edge VR technology and AI built into it, as well as an astounding perfect high-class user experience, its aggressive price tag was still criticized. The reason was simple. It was not something that a junior high school student like Sudaro could afford. In fact, most of the criticism came from current students and housewives. Then the game developer went on to make an announcement that 100 people would be selected by lottery from among those who applied for the beta tester slots, and they would distribute these slots for free. Naturally, because the ratio was astronomical, it left most people in tears. As the number of people interested in the game grew by the day, thanks to beta testers' play videos posted on strategy and video sharing sites, as well as commercials and advertisements, the game developer announced that they would be giving away 100,000 free copies of the game on its launch day. Thanks to a large number of applicants, the odds of winning are still as small as ever. Despite that, Sudaro was lucky enough to get the game. Today, 1 month after the launch of Eternity, the lottery winners and purchasers joined, resulting in about 350,000 people consisting of beta testers, lottery winners, and purchasers living in this world. After a brief battle, Sudaro sat down in the shade of a tree and was already taking a break. It's just a rat. Surrounded. I've been bitten. This lit. Don't hit me with your stick. Use your magic. Nearby, a party of 3 boys and a girl are fighting to the death against a small group of rats. The mob, Demi-Rat LV.2. The opponent is the weakest rat-type mob around here, but this is a state-of-the-art VR game. The realism, the tension, everything is different from any games before it. The realism was so genuine that even with full LP, vitality, and MP, mental energy, a simple battle could drain them. And because of this realism, each battle feels like a real life-threatening experience. I'm going to use my special skill now. The boy's sword glowed blue, and a slash that slid across the ground bisected the rat. The rat glows faintly in the air, then scatters into polygons and explodes. 2 of his companions shouted in delight. One of the game's charms is its unique skills. Each player gets 1 random unique skill at the end of character creation. These are different from occupational skills, and are granted at the sole discretion of the mother AI. It is like a bonus. Most of them are in line with the occupation and weapon chosen earlier, but in rare cases, you can also get unrelated ones. While gazing blankly at the boy's cool skills, Sudaro opens his own status screen and opens his unique skills description. Dungeon creation generates a dungeon underground at the location where it is used. During the process, one may gain treasures in rare cases. Like a boy of his age, Sudaro chose a swordsman as his occupation and a sword as his weapon of choice, but the skills he has acquired are different from those of the previous boy. Let's try it. I want to see what kind of skills it is. Seeing is believing. Sudaro put his hands on the ground, and at the same time, the sky, which had been blue, was beginning to turn into eerie purple. Sudaro, whose eyes were glued on the ground, did not notice. Dungeon creation. There was a ghost sound and a momentary dazzling luminescence. And Sudaro disappears, as if sucked into the ground. At the same time, the clouds covered the city, where the new player was born. The sky cracked, and a huge winged dragon appeared in the sky above the main city of Eternity, Aristolas. After that, the menu screen of all players is forcibly opened. The 3 boys and girls were no exception. What the heck? It's annoying. An angry demi-rat nearby jumped on the boy who was voicing his dissatisfaction at the tactless interference from the management. June, rats are coming. The girl alerted him with a giggle. The boy who had just been bitten understood that the attack power of the rat would not do much damage to his body. However, the rat's front teeth easily pierced the boy's shoulder. It hurts. Aye. The demi-rat gnawed on the boy, while the boy's screams echoed around the vicinity. As the boy let go of his sword and collapsed. Wait, June, it hurts? You're lying, right? You're lying about the pain, aren't you? Hey, the rats are gathering here because you're making a ruckus. It is a change that only those involved can understand. This is a quote from the Mob Book of Aristolus. Demi-rats are omnivorous and sensitive to smell and sound. They always act in packs. It will attack in waves following its hunting instinct. Seeing the demi-rats appearing one after and swarming around the fallen boy, the two remaining people impatiently wielded their weapons. They felt it instinctively. Something is different from before. The response of the sword, the sense of urgency, all the same, but, unaware of the enemy behind her, the girl was knocked down. She felt an intense pain piercing her young body. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. The boy, frightened by the gruesome scene, dropped his weapon and rushed toward the city without looking back. The two screams that had been heard from behind him disappeared, and the names on the party list turned black. The boy, running with teary eyes, felt a nasty sweat running down his back and looked at the message out of the corner of his eye. From Mother. To Children. Logout is now disabled. Pain setting is now permanent. Resurrection is no longer possible. No one can return until he is destroyed. The third death will be your last. For more eternity. Let the death game begins.